Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Kansas City Royals. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Alec Marsh. What do you have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swung on, belted. That's back. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Fought off foul.
Finish him.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And he chases that one. That K is his 3rd of the game. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with the solo shot for Toronto. And we're back. And on the hill, the big righty, Alek Manoah.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Next offering is outside. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Zips it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. That one hit to right. Butler under it. And there's 1 away. Willie Adames stands in. A dive, he's got it from his knees, the throw, and very nicely done for the out. Now it's Randy Arozarena. The 1-1. Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond. They get the out on Arozarena. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Inside.
That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Marshall Walker steps in for the Royals. And ball 4, 2 aboard. 2 on, 1 out. Massey now at the plate.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So up next, Freddie Fermin. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Got him swinging. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Third home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Josh Bell. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Andres Gimenez. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely. One down. Austin Riley, the next to hit. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Jimenez stands at first with one out. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Slings to first, two gone.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And strike two.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in score.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Jimenez scores. And they're up by 3.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now Anthony Santander. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Guerrero around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's going to be Brent Rooker. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is that. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 4. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Finds its way through, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
All over that one right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Garcia. And a breaking ball misses outside. On the ground, right side. Jimenez, throw to first. Got the out. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. No advance, though.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Oh, and this one gets away. Runner stays put at third. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Royals leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Willy Adames. Up the middle. Witt over to first. One up, one down.
The bat, the center fielder,
Randy Arozarena next up for the Blue Jays. 1 out, base is empty. Up the middle. Sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The catcher, number 1, Nicky Gonzalez.
Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swings through that. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Taylor Clark preparing to come on if needed. MacArthur, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him on the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And a quick out, number 1. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Marshall Walker. Two out, space is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here is Michael Massey. Adames pulls that one down. And we're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Taylor Clark.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
1 up, 1 down. Andres Jimenez will hit next. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Austin Riley. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming around third is Jimenez.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. They hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Here comes Riley. The throw in, safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 6-0. One gone, runner at first. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, out, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it. Back here in Kansas City, here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin, on the ground. Riley fires to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now Parker Meadows.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that gets down for a base hit. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one not close, and the count's full. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So first and second with one man gone. And the batter now, Michael Garcia. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Marcell Ozuna. That one finds the zone. And the count 1 and
1
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Adames. On to first. And that ends the inning. Royals. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. And he chases a high fastball there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Trevor Gott, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. MacArthur warming up as well. Man at first, nobody out. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. To the right side. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, credit the base runner there for a great secondary lead in beating the throw to second. But they don't give up, continue to try to complete what would be a double play. And they get the trail runner on the backside. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty good play. You'll take it.
On the ground to the left. Witt over to first. They get the out on a Rosarena. So up next for Toronto, Nicky Gonzalez. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball,
Rooker at
2
second
strikes.
with 2 down. That one
2-2
way
down.
inside. Ground ball right side, Massey. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Santander racing after it. Grabs it on the run. And there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. 2 outs, base is empty. Marshall Walker getting ready to hit. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, James MacArthur. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Swing and a pop-up. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And the leadoff man aboard. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Oh, he botches it. Still manages a throw. The throw is late, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. Austin Riley at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he's safe. It's 7-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Over to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. 2 on, 1 out. Out to short. Witt throws to first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Next to hit, Brent Rooker. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yariel Rodriguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And delivers outside. The Blue Jays up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Hit in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Parker Meadows. Next offering is in for a strike. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3. KC down. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Randy Arozarena. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. So now a pinch hitter, Spencer Steer. Looking to start something with 1 gone. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
The 1-1. Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. And it's a 1-2-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Paul Sewald.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone. Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. You'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
So digging in, Marcell Ozuna. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. That's outside, and that's ball 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is... Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Here's a 1-1. Line drive. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. The Jays up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Austin Riley. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Riley coming home. He'll score. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the
Trevor Gott on to pitch out of the pen here. This is his third time out this year. Now here is Anthony Santander. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Wandy Peralta.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Marshall Walker steps in for the Royals. And there's one down. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Man at first, one away. Outside with a breaking ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Fair ball. Coming home. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. He will score. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And to the plate for Kansas City, Parker Meadows. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, Jimenez. Now only 1 out remaining. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. Manager out of the dugout. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Taylor Rogers. Here's a chopper to short. Adames whips it to first on the run, and that'll do it.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Kansas City Royals. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Michael Wacha.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Makes the catch for the out. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls.
Whit, feed to second, that's one, and that's two. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
In the air to left center. Steer makes a nice running catch. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. And there's two away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, second inning set to go. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. Couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Chases that one out of the zone, and there's one down. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. Third home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. And that one is lifted in the air. Meadows sizes this one up. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Marshall Walker. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Ground ball right side, and that's a fair ball. It's in and out of his glove. Now he turns and heads for second. He's in there.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Swing and a pop-up. And there are 2 down. And next up for the Royals, Freddie Fermin. Now a screamer into the outfield. Arozarena makes the grab. And the inning all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Randy Arozarena. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to center. Meadows in position. Puts it away for the out. Nicky Gonzalez will hit next. Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first in time. So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and it's there's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Now it's the right fielder, Joey Wiemer. Rooker snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. 1 out and a runner at second. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it drops in. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1. Stepping in, Michael Garcia. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to Guerrero. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Marcell Ozuna steps in for the
1
Royals.
ball, 2 strikes.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Fastball is outside. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Marshall Walker steps in for the Royals. 2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's down and in.
That's a really good take.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? No, with the shift on, hits right into it to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls, and that keeps the inning alive. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. In the air, right field. Wiemer makes the play, and that'll do it. Bottom four, and here is Vinny Pasquantino. Hit in the air, left field. Arozarena after it. One down. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. That's a slider for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Steer snags it for the second out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin. Two now. Right side, hard hit. Jimenez throw to first. That's the third out. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ball to strike. Lifted in the air, right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away. And here's the catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Big RBI for him right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, 2 down. So here's Riley now. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Line, and that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Here comes the skipper. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Lucas Sims.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And that one moves his feet. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Steer makes the grab on the run. Joey Weimer getting ready to hit. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Arozarena on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's a walk. Tried another knuckle curve, but it missed for ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
That one out to right, and he'll play it on a bounce. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
That one is absolutely belted. One runs in. It bangs off the wall. Coming home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 3-3.
Back-to-back base hits. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just
nice grab. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this. All set for the top of the sixth. And now, Brent Rooker. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. So up next, Spencer Steer. Ground ball left side, could be two. To second for one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Late with the swing there. Movement in the bullpen. Angel Serpa getting ready to go. Hernandez getting loose as well. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the sixth. Strike three. Got him with the sweeper. No runs. Bottom of the inning. Now, Vinny Pasquantino. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra base.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfect.
Right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number two.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. And now it's 1-2.
Two strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one.
Zips it across, inning over. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Angel Serpa. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Digging in, Nicky Gonzalez.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slide. Tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Pinch hitter coming on, Leo Jimenez. Runner on first with one down for him. Arozarena on the move. And that one fouled off. Runner goes again. Look out! And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here comes Austin Riley. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Right side, Weimer. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh, Yariel Rodriguez. Outside low, and the count's full. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. So back to the top of the order. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. That's in there. It's 2-2. Hit in the air, left field. Steer makes the grab on the run.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Not close with that one, and it's 3-2. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Outside, and that is ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Swings and misses, struck him out. Marshall Walker steps in for the Royals. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That is the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Carlos Hernandez. Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. 2-2 down. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. At the belt and fires. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they lead it. It's 4-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
At the plate, Brent Rooker. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time, and a drop third strike leads to the first out. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. And foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Willie Adames stands in. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right field. Weimer makes the catch, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And no one can get there. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Now the catcher up to hit. Freddie Fermin.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a scope.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. But not in time at first. He's safe. The inning is still alive and the run scores. So up now for Kansas City, Joey Weimer. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in.
1 ball.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And that will end the inning. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
And Boog, the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ozuna should have this one. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. And now Leo Jimenez. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Here's Austin Riley. Tied at 4. And there's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screw.
Goes down looking.
Well, this guy.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Wandy Peralta. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. Ball game. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And the Royals walk it off. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Kansas City Royals. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. On the mound for this one, Steven Matz.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over.
Oh, that got him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch. Here is Austin Riley. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Jimenez at second with nobody out. Chop back up the middle. The throw to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of...
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Wiener makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's 1-0. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2's the count.
Got him. And that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. Pitching in our game today, Bowden Francis. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna.
1-2.
Just off the outside edge. Now 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. Royals set down in order. Back here in Kansas City, top of the second. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Swing and a chopper out to short. Witt over to first. 1 out in the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And that one lifted in the air center field. And he makes the catch. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Marshall Walker. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. In in there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Hard hit right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Parker Meadows steps in for the Royals. That's through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Blake Mitchell steps in for the Royals. And that one finds its way through. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tying run in scoring position here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Rips that one center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. J.P. Crawford digs in now. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blues. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And to the plate for Kansas City, Hayden Sanger. That one to first. Guerrero. He takes it on his own. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Number 7. Shortstop, Bobby.
Pitch misses there. And that's ball 2. And that skips in the dirt. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the 3rd baseman, Michael Garcia. And it gets down for a base hit. The throw to 3rd. He's safe at 3rd, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. You'll often hear the phrase,
swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rooker has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags from 3rd. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 1-1.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there. But
oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. On to the 4th. Here is Austin Riley. Out to short. Witt. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Hit on the ground to short. Slings it across, and Guerrero is set down. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Headed towards the corner. Weimer, long run. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
And now Brent Rooker. Off the mark there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one missing low. Randy Arozarena in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fights it off. He'll see another. Santander on its second with 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So up next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. And a count 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and he popped it up. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Whips it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, bases empty. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Blake Mitchell, the next to hit. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-2 is the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Reaching try, but can't bring it in. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the catcher to hit, Hayden Sanger. This one popped up. He's got it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And a miss for the strikeout. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. Dalton Rushing now at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and they got him.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field, Steer. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Michael Garcia.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's ball 4. Man at first with 1 gone. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now the DH, Marshall Walker. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. That one lifted to left. Steer snags it, and that is that. And we're back. Start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Andres Jimenez. Hit on the ground to short. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Here comes Austin Riley.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Bullpen action for the Royals. Carlos Hernandez getting loose out there. Serpa, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there, I'm telling you what.
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Taylor Clark. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mission accomplished. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. And he swings over the top there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Crawford. 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the sixth. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself, and that quickly 2 away. Blake Mitchell steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 and 2's the count.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Carlos Hernandez. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. And there's a foul ball. That one to first, and
ball.
it goes just foul. Inside,
2 and 2.
and a count now even up. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next to hit, Randy Arozarena. Headed towards the corner. Weimer trying to track this one down. Gives up the body and makes the catch. Runner tagging for first. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Now here is Spencer Steer. Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Burr. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Swings through that one for strike 2. And that's outside. And it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like work.
Oh, gets dirty. The throw in time. Got him.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 and 2's the count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Angel Serpa.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton Rushing. Swing and a miss. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Devin Williams up and throwing. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And next for Toronto, J.P. Crawford. Chopper right side. Massey in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now fly ball to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
Yeah.
Leading off, Michael Garcia. That to right. Rooker racing towards the line. Dives and he can't hang on. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 and 2.
And it remains 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone. Marshall Walker getting ready. Runner on the move. And a count 1 and 2. Runner goes again. And that one in the air center field. 2 down. And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. And strike 2.
1-2.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
2-2.
Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's the ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So,
and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1 and 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Quick feed to second for 1. How about that double play?
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Anthony Santander digs in now. That misses.
2-1.
Ball 2. Bullpen action for the Royals. Trevor Gott up and loosening in the pen. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Caught him looking for the K. One hit. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Evan Phillips. And now the first baseman, Blake Mitchell. Strike 3, got him swinging. And 1 out now. So up next, Joey Wiemer. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Freddie Fermin. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2's the count.
And that misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed back here in Kansas City. We're in extras here, and now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Fires to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Oh, you could tell he was sniffing that hit all the way. Great hustle getting down the line. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And now for the Jays, Randy Arozarena. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So they're all loaded up. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run's in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out. Dalton Rushing, the next to hit. And a big swing and a miss.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The pitch. And it's even up. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Trevor Gott appears to be getting loose. MacArthur getting cranked up as well. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, then look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him! That K is his 3rd of the game. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Swings through that.
1-2's the count.
Rooker at third. Arozarena on second. Steer at first. 2 out of the inning. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 2-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
Stays alive. So the tying run at second. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Ball four, he walked in. And that'll keep the line moving.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Winning run out second. No one out. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brings it in. And there's one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Marshall Walker. Liner, and this could be trouble. Here comes Witt around third. Across is the winning run, and they walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A one-run extra inning win. From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Tanner Houck.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Bregman is under it, and that is that. Back here at Fenway Park, and our pitcher in this game, Cal Quantrill. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Man aboard, and here is Devers.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now batting Tristan Casas. Way out front for strike 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And there's 2 away. Now it's Alex Bregman. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. That's the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Boston, Anthony Santander at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Got him looking. And now 1 away. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
That one ripped left field into the monster seats and gone. He sends a rocket to left. 3rd home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Randy. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. But 2-round. Back here in Boston. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Strike 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Chopper to second. Jimenez throw to first. And quickly 1 away in the second. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. The changeup missing, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
1 ball,
2 outs. Got him swinging. On to the 3rd inning. Josh Bell at the plate now. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, right side. Abreu on his way over. And there's one away. Austin Riley at the plate. That one ripped left field. And it's off the Green Monster. And into second with one away. That's a double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Two on, 1 out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Foul ball there. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are and a nice sliding stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 2 left. Back here at Fenway, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer. In the air, left field, down the line. And a foul ball. And he deals. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Up the middle, Jimenez on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. So stepping in for Boston, Jacob Young swings through that one out in front that time. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. So a man aboard. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Santander makes the that one down the line, and it stays fair. Willie Adames stands in. Here's a 1-1. And Willie fouls one back. Steer gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now the center fielder, Randy Arozarena. Hout throws to first, and he's back safely. Runner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. On the money. Nice play. Trevor Story coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. Hard hit left side. And that is the inning. They get a lead off. And now Tristan Casas. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
I'm just waiting for a foul ball up here. I mean, this is one of the...
And that one gets away at the plate. And the runner holds. Quantrill back to work. Battling here as he fouls it away.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Quantrill back to work. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his back stays in the zone.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Reaction time is so important in the majors, especially when you're dealing with line drives to third with good exit velo. You have to be ready for anything like he was right there.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for the Reds. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In the air, left field. Yoshida pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Andres Jimenez. And 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that is gone. A towering shot to center, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them
on the mound now, Nate Pearson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. And a 1-1. Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Here's the 2-2. Got it. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Nabs it, 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Adames, the throw to first. Back inside Fenway Park, and now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Out to short, sneaks through, base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Going to count 1 and 2. This one in the air, right field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
In the air, out towards left center. Rafaela makes the grab for the 2nd out. So man aboard. Here's Josh Bell. 2 outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And that one misses up and in. 3-1 now. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
So here's Riley now. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at bat right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. They leave. Back now at Fenway. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Bell handles the chance. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's Rafael Devers. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. And here's the first. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. To the batter now, Anthony Santander. What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Line drive, Meyer. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Tracks it down for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Connor Wong will hit next. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hits off the monster. Makes the turn and heads for second. Rosarena gets it in. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Joe stepping in for Boston. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 4-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. Rafaela headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take.
Here comes the manager out of the blue. New pitcher now, Wandy Peralta.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
That one the other way. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Russell McDonough.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now for the Jays, Willie Adames. That's to third. Devers throws on to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Randy Arozarena. Late with the swing there. McDonough fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. 1 out, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now the catcher comes up to him, Nicky Gonzalez. And a foul ball.
And although you like the fact that the guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Evan Phillips.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Devers now. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Hit in the air, right field. Drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs. Wilyer Abreu getting ready to hit. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. He goes down looking. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Slate.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Hit in the air, center field. Rafaela. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Here's Austin Riley. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Rafaela settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. It's now back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Not even close there. And now 3-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. High in the air, out to right. Santander sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So the Red Sox down to their final out. Marcelo and a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark.
From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready to go here at Fenway. And towing the slab, Sandy Alcantara. What do you have on him, Singy?
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, Andres Jimenez.
Yeah, and for some reason, he's really struggled this year with runners in scoring position, Boog. I mean, he's hitting under 200 at nose at bats, and your team needs you to come through if they're going to be able to raise that average in terms of runs per game. And when that's the case, it really gets in your head a little bit, and you start wanting to avoid pressure situations. If you're doing that, your career is going to go downhill. He's got to find a way to treat it.
Rolls across the diamond, and Guerrero. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Today's starting pitcher, Matt Waldron. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
To short, could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Second inning set to go. Anthony Santander at the plate. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Draws the walk there, and that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Willie Adames stands in. The 1-1 is fouled off. No score here in the second. Way inside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So it's no runs. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's the veteran outfielder, Randy Arozarena. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Rosarena flies around third. He'll score. The throw to second is offline.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Austin Riley. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Out to short, Meyer. Whips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back in Boston, set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. Swing and a ball popped up. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
1 ball,
1 out,
2
base
strikes.
is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And next for the Red Sox, Tyler McDonough. And a ball and 2 strikes. Center field, Jimenez sizes this one up. He's got it, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Boston, now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still led. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
On to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to Casas, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Boston, bottom 4. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Jacob Young. Saying he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Wandy Peralta, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that one is lifted in the air. A Rosarena after it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Rafael Devers up to hit. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So 2 down now, and here is Tristan Casas.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Now at the plate, Connor Waugh. That's down and in. A slider missed. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
2 outs, bases full. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's out to center field. That is the inning. Back here at Fenway, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And a sac bunt here. Bare hand scoop. Off balance feed. There's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out. Here comes Austin Riley. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Up and in, and the count is even, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Back here at Fenway, now it's the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark.
That's the ball.
It's 2-2. High fly ball down the left field line. And it bangs off the monster. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Trevor Story. Jimenez throws to first in time, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there. And next is the designated hitter, Jacob Young. On the ground to short, Adames. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. And on the play, a run will come in to score. There goes the runner. This one in the air. Riley on the move. Makes the catch. And the inning. Top 6. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Goes down looking. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Up the middle. Over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. So up next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Yariel Rodriguez. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. Now the third baseman, Rafael Devers. And Devers hits that one. Steer on the move to the gap. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. High fly ball, right field. Rooker makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And the batter now, Connor Wong. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That pitch in for a strike. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
McDonough right there to make the grab. And a couple of quick outs. Now here is Randy Arozarena. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. New pitcher on here, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Here's Trevor Story now. That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Arozarena makes the catch, inning over. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Sammy Baez.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And it drops in. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Leo Jimenez. A runner at first for him, nobody out. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
The go-ahead run aboard at first, nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here is Austin Riley. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Got him swinging. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Taylor Rogers. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Wilyer Abreu.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
2 strikes. Nope, that's inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Jacob Young, the next to hit. Check swing, went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Out there to center. And it drops in. And the go-ahead run is on base. Now the number 2 hitter, Masataka Yoshida. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And Raffy falls victim to the K.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So here comes the closer here in the 9th, Justin Martinez. And now the DH, Anthony Santander. And the count 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So digging in, Brent Rooker. Smash down the left field line. And it stays fair.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
And here is Spencer Steer. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. New pitcher now for the Jays, Paul Sewald. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Oh, and this one's plastic. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A towering shot, and the Red Sox walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat.
And your final score here today, 2-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. Today's starting pitcher, Cutter Crawford. How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. And now for the Jays, J.P. Crawford. Now that's smacked to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Santander working through some struggles lately. Guerrero, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here at Fenway Park, starting on the mound in this one, Alek Manoah. What do we have on him?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
On the ground to third, Crawford. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
On the ground to second, might be 2. To Adames, that's 1. Relay to Guerrero, in-time inning-ending double play. Back now at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. The pitch. Outside. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
To third. Fair ball. And he can't come up with it. Now he'll turn for second. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but he's in there easily.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very...
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the green monster. The run comes in to score from second, and he's there with a double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stepping in, Randy Arozarena. This to third. Zips it to first. 1 out in the second. Willie Adames stands in. 1-1 now. This to center field. Touches down. That's a hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 2-0. One gone, runner at first. And next for Toronto, Nicky Gonzalez. Adames leads off first with one away.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now here is Tristan Casas. And it's off the bag. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, anything can happen once the ball deflects off the base. Do you get a good bounce or a bad bounce? Your guess is as good as mine.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Arozarena makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Blake Sabol. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. And that one hit to first, but it kicks foul. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back in Boston, and here is J.P. Crawford. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
That one's in there. Full count now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 down, bases empty. Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes. Back inside Fenway Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. And that's a fair ball.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now Marcelo Meyer spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Rafaela gets his lead at first with nobody out. Popped up. Jimenez hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Story now. Pitch misses there. Ball 3. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing.
And he boots it. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Jacob Young up next for the Red Sox. Line drive, base hit. Heading for the plate. He scores, and the Red Sox tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. One down, runner at first. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and there's 2 away. Now it's Devers at the plate. Fights it off, he'll see another. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hit
fires over to Guerrero, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get 2 and draw even again. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. On the ground to third. Devers throws out to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. At the plate, Spencer Steer. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now, Willie Adames. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
And a swing and a miss with number 9 for him. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And how about this, Siggy? He is the best OPS in the American League. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits off the monster. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the...
And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela. Ground ball could be 2. Adames over to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Steer sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Russell McDonough, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Dominguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. So the lineup flips over. Here's Andres Jimenez. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's got a chance. And that one's off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we...
So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Russell McDonough.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big...
Runner takes off for third. Smoked on the ground to second. Throw to first in time.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs. Into center. Rafaela grabs it on the run. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Fly ball to right. And there's one away. And stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-2.
Out towards right center field. Steer on the move, but won't make it there after the bad jump. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. 1 out. Runner at second. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Manoah winds and deals. Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Man on second, 2 down. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Hard hit to third. Crawford throws to first in time. That ends the inning. No runs. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Start of the 6th. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Anthony Santander. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So digging in, Brent Rooker with the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His 4th home run of the season. It's 4-3.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run.
Manager, a new arm into the game, the righty, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Digging in, Spencer Steer. And a base hit into right center field. Randy Arozarena next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Abreu makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Now move to first. Steer dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And there's a hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And now Nicky Gonzalez. Line drive. Caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3 runs. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Paul Sewald. Now batting Tristan Casas. Late on that fastball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. In the air, left side. Arozarena moving under it. And out number 1 on the grab. So up next, Wilyer Abreu. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
And down on strikes. 2 away. Blake Sabol up next for the Red Sox. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses. 3-1. And that's outside ball 4.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Nate Pearson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the 3rd baseman, J.P. Crawford. In the air to left, down the line. Yoshida sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Justin Slayton getting loose out there. Baez, a left-hander, also throwing. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 out, space is empty. Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. Swings and misses. 2-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Brent Rooker would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Evan Phillips. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now it's going to be Marcelo Meyer. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels. Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a
runner on the move. No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Justin Slayton. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Spencer Steer. Oh, look at the stop. Off balance speed, there's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry. So up next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. One left. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Ryan Burr.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Adames makes the grab, one away. And now Tristan Casas sneaks through, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Got him. That's the second out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those
threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sammy Baez.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Yoshida. And it's caught for the out. Now here's the leadoff man for the. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Leo Jimenez. One out, the base is empty for him. Out to short, Meyer. Slings to first, two away. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Right through there, got him. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swings through that one for strike two. The other way, and there's a base hit to right field. And a good start to the inning. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. He's safe. And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike three.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Tying run at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out to short, Adames. And Story is out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Last out for the Red Sox in this one. Jacob Young getting ready to hit. Next offering way off the plate. One strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The 5-3.